Just like to take the next few minutes and show you a little overview of what we've got coming up for Learn 2015. I'm going to log in as Instructor to our new interface. And you can already see here that when I log in as Instructor is that everything is streamlined and served out to me where I need it most and where it's most fitting. So instead of having to hunt across most of my courses to find out what's going on, I am served that information up. And so we like to match that workflow of what the instructor would expect. So when I first log in as an instructor, you can see I've got a recent activity stream. And this is showing me all the things that are kind of most important to me and that I need to deal with or need to be notified about across my courses for this time frame and these courses that I've got going on. And so you can see things like what tests have been submitted by students, things that might need my intervention as instructor, discussion posts that might have been posted by my students that I need to look at, review, or read, and then as well as jumping into a grading workflow. Right from this space, the things that are most timely and most interactive are going to show up for the instructor. I can easily jump into any one of these workflows. For example, instead of navigating to the course and finding this midterm quiz, I can go into Grade Now and be able to enter the grading workflow right from this space. Or I could jump in and start reading these discussion board postings that these students have posted. I can also get there from the course itself, but I can jump in to either discussion or start to respond in frame, in line. You'll notice that whenever I jump around or navigate throughout this platform, instead of multiple breadcrumb trails or lots of backtracking, anytime I move around, I'm going to be able to see things in a more flattened, a more layered approach. So again, just like when I click on this discussion board, instead of leaving this whole screen, I can see both areas that I'm at, and it's very easy to get back to the other area. Same thing's going to happen when I navigate into the course area. You can see here that the real estate's really drawing my eye to the most central things that are needed for me. And so the spring 2014 courses in this demo environment, that's what's going on right now. And these courses are here for me to jump into. I'm going to jump into this life sciences course, and again, that layered approach will come up. And you can notice I can still see the menu behind. When I jump into this course, it's very easy to see what this layout is in terms of what's available for course content. It's easy to expand and contract to be able to see what's outlined for me. What I've placed there for my students. I can easily filter this course, and my students have these same tools as well, to see exactly maybe just assignments or discussion boards. And I can also search through this outline to see things that are most important. What's also great is instead of serving up menus that are difficult to navigate or multiple clicks, what we've done is expose just what the user needs at the place they need it. And so while I might want to add something here into this course, maybe right here even, instead of a large amount of menu, when I decide to add something, I'm walked through that workflow and I'm served up the options that are needed at that time frame. So I can either create something, upload something, import something, and as we build this area out, I'm going to see things that are integrated with other items, perhaps like OneDrive, where I can attach files. But if I go to the create workflow, that's when I then get to see the items that I can create. And you can see some of those options here, things like course outline items, folders, documents, and so on. I might also jump into test surveys and assignments, or I might go into the participation engagement items. If I do want to add something in line, and I click here and decide to create something, anything that I choose, so for example, a document, will walk me through that workflow. So it's very easy to get started, and I can start typing out whatever I want. And then I can build out the document as I see fit. I might add in a heading. I might then add in a paragraph. And I could then add additional media if I wanted to. I can easily allow for class discussions on particular items. And I can also decide to hide this item until it's ready. In this case, I'm not going to add this item, but you can see all of these workflows follow that same streamlined path. What's also important to notice is that whenever I'm in the course, I can easily jump to things like the calendar, which is going to show me a nice aggregate view of the timeline events that are happening in this course, as well as the ability to communicate with students on a couple of different levels. What you're seeing here is the built-in course messaging tool. And so I can see my students, I can see what messages are new from when I have not read them last, and I can also jump over to the grading workflow. The grading workflow starts to consolidate a lot on one screen, so I can very easily see what's been turned in, what I need to grade, what's still outstanding, and then be able to post those grades or email those grades out to students or jump into the grading workflow itself. And lastly, we also have the built-in discussion board tool, which is throughout all of the courses. And this is an area where I can do an asynchronous, possibly graded discussion with my students. And again, things like hiding, moderating, all built in, very easy to find. What's also great about this is I can easily view all of these things on a variety of platforms. So you're seeing me demonstrate this on a computer, but if I were to shrink this browser up, you can kind of see what it would look like in a mobile device. And so what you're seeing here is an example of the tablet view. And so I can still see all the content that I need, but the menus have been consolidated. Consolidate even smaller, and I can see what this is going to look like in a mobile device view. What this allows our students and instructors to do is access this from anywhere, anytime, knowing they'll be able to navigate and use the platform regardless of device. In addition to the course navigation, we've consolidated the location of the tools, and so tools are readily available and can be pushed out by the Blackboard system administrator for that school and be made available in context to instructors and students. So instead of having to find the tool or worry that the tool is turned off, this screen can be customized and delivered to what those users need, and it can be contextual as well. So I hope this provides a quick overview of exactly what our new product is looking like. It's smooth, it's streamlined, it's efficient, and it's designed to make the most of the experience for the instructor and the student by serving up exactly what they need, where they need it, with a minimal amount of clicks across any device or any environment.